5 movies about Ukraine you must watch. The international community is well aware of the crisis happening in Ukraine at the moment. The country showcases its vibrant culture through its rigorous filmmaking efforts. Ukrainian movies are works of art, and despite the crisis in the country, it still has a beautiful collection of movies that can be enjoyed unwatched to see the soft side of the war-ridden nation. We have curated some of the top movies that you can see using a free VPN MacBook or without one if you can access them. 5 must-watch Ukrainian movies. Firecrosser. Firecrosser, written and directed by Mikhailo Ilyenko, is based on the true life of a Ukrainian legend named Ivan Dotsenko, who fought in over 200 battles against the Nazis during World War II and was officially named a hero of the Soviet Union on September 18, 1943. Even though the Soviets reported him dead and he was subsequently captured as a prisoner of war by the Americans, the real tale is considerably stranger. Dotsenko hid his convoluted Ukrainian background by slipping into Canada, where he met and fell in love with a native woman and eventually joined her tribe, rising to become Montreal's native leader Firecrosser. The Ukrainian director does a great job of telling this larger-than-life story. Feathered Dreams. Feathered Dreams is one of a kind in the list of Ukrainian movies. It's the first Ukrainian film to be made in English, and it was shot in part in Nigeria, whose film industry is the fastest expanding in the world. The film by Andrew Roshan follows a young Ukrainian woman as she studies medicine and pursues her passion of becoming a singer while experiencing prejudice and discrimination in her own country. Ashade Omoni Obol gives a performance that is nothing short of magnificent, and her performance is the glue that keeps an otherwise straightforward yet musically stunning film together. Homeward. In 2019, at the age of only 26, first-time director and Ukrainian filmmaker Nariman Aliyev had his film Homeward premiere at the Cannes Film Festival. Mustafa Uktam Sitablayev, a hot-tempered father in his 50s, and Alim Remzi Bilyalov, his morose 20-something son, head to a mortuary in Kyiv to pick up the bullet-riddled body of Alim's older brother, Nazim, who was killed in battle after enlisting to fight in the current border war with Russia. Mustafa's family is part of the persecuted Muslim Tatar ethnic minority in Crimea, therefore he feels compelled to transfer Nazim's body across the nation so that he might be laid to rest in the place where his ancestors first settled. A tense and eventful car trip through Ukraine begins with an encounter with the police, a detour through a tranquil village, a robbery by the lake, and a showdown at the border. Tatars in Ukraine suffered unimaginable atrocities during the Soviet era, and with Crimea once again under Russian administration as of 2014, they are again facing a new wave of persecution, their land seized, their political organizations banned. It is possible to view some of these movies on Netflix. However, Netflix's libraries depend upon the region of access, and the most diverse and largest one is the US library. It is possible that you may be restricted from accessing it, but you can access anything if you use a good VPN for Mac or other devices to change your server location to the USA. One such VPN is VPN that offers a free trial for download before you decide to test the full-stack version. Keep the VPN on when accessing any streaming service and you will be able to access all the content in any region of the world including the US. The Guide. 2014's Ukrainian tragedy Oleh Sonin's The Guide is a gripping, gritty, and astonishing piece of cinematic history that chronicles the suppression of Ukrainian identity in the 1930s. It is undoubtedly one of those Ukrainian movies that you must watch. The video is disturbing and beautiful to look at, and it tells the story of a young kid whose American father is murdered by NKVD agents for possessing state secrets. The boy is then taken in by a blind kobzar, or Ukrainian itinerant musician, who wanders around busking. The Soviet Union saw kobzars as anti-party because they tended toward an ethnocentric romanticism that clashed with Stalinist doctrine. In this stressful and distressing drama, a young boy and an older man must travel across the harsh, freezing landscape of Ukraine in the hopes of making it to safety. You can easily use a VPN Mac software to access this if it is blocked for your region on any streaming platform. The Earth is Blue. The Earth is Blue as an Orange, Irinat Selig's ingenious meta-documentary, is both a meditation on the restorative power of film and an examination of the condition of women and children in Donbas, a region of Ukraine that has been at war for over a decade. As bombs fall and pandemonium ensues outside, the film follows a Ukrainian single mother named Hannah and her 4 children as they strive to maintain their home a safe haven full of life and levity. Selig follows the family as they make a film based on their personal experiences during the conflict, allowing them to channel their trauma into something creative and ultimately healing for all of them. The finished film earned Selig the Best Documentary Feature Award at the Sundance Film Festival in 2020. A VPN download is the best way to access region-specific content like this that may be banned by streaming services. Ukraine is quite ahead in the game of producing some emotion-eliciting content that can remain ingrained in the audience's head. Remember to use a VPN whenever you are accessing any streaming service to remain secure and to enjoy content all across the globe. Business name: IT Research llkit.locallyforeign@gmail.com. Address: 18401 Collins Avenue, Suite 10241, Sunny Isles Beach, Florida 33160. Disclaimer: this press release may contain forward-looking statements. Forward-looking statements describe future expectations, plans, results, or strategies, including product offerings, regulatory plans and business plans, and may change without notice. You are cautioned that such statements are subject to a multitude of risks and uncertainties that could cause future circumstances, events, or results to differ materially from those projected in the forward-looking statements, including the risks that actual results may differ materially from those projected in the forward-looking statements.